Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wolverines offense will get the first crack at it here. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first word. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They ran it on first down, now on second. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no...
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He makes a catch. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cummings. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ortiz. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down after that incompletion. Using his legs, it's Blackburn. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to
throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical
afterburners coming. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Give to the running back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David
makes the grab down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. On the return, it's Cummings. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. Just about set to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up for the PAT. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give from the gun. The Wolverines will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown! The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got a man. It's Turner. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll try the run. The ball is out behind the line. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are... get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. Giving him his pads. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance at coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The run from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Michigan, 14.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, up and.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Landry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively?
On that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
56, Michigan 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the back. Surges across the 30. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Ohio State.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Blue. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is in. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Getting some heat.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets open down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blue. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. These 2 defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these 2 secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
He'll bring it out. It's Bush. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide out in motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. On the option. Quick toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Now the pitch. At the 45 on its way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. The throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks him.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. Looking to buy time.
He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. This is a designed run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
These are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
3rd and goal. The offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.